Alright, let's start. Hi everyone, it's me, and today let's design a Pokemon for MatPat's friends. Markiplier, let's go!
Alright, so Mark just uploaded his reaction to my perfect Pokemon. Really excited. Alright, here we go.
Back in April 2022.
I present to you Markiplier's perfect Pokemon.
Alright.
We smash or we pass? Smash or pass?
It's awesome. Turned out so
I
well.
just like it that we are doing a reaction video to the reaction video of his reaction video.
It's uncomfortable watching.
Yeah!
Okay, getting in on the details. Sure. Yep.
So it's good, bad. Super zoom in, zoom. Smash, pass. Just fade everything to grey. No! Wasted!
No. Put away the wasted effect. This doesn't deter me at all. If anything, this has made me stronger. If you think you're gonna crush my dreams with one word, think again. I'm back.
I'm back!
And I'm not giving up. My middle name is Determined. Patrick, Matthew, Determined, Robert, Patrick.
Where's Matt? Where's the M?
Makes perfect sense.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Hello Internet! Welcome to Game Theory! Hi! Let's go!
Show where failure just means another week of content. Now, I'm sure you've all seen it, the devastating blow that I received at the hands of Markiplier.
What did you say? Who's that?
Oh, the glitch! This is the Markiplier special!
This is mine! No, not him phasing me out of existence in Space Part 2. Something far worse. He refused to smash my Pokemon.
Yep, that sounded very weird. Pass.
Pass? What do you mean, pass? I calculated everything so perfectly. I spent hours going through your video, looking at every detail, every shape, every color. I even analyzed your facial expressions to gauge your reactions, and I
Yup, that is super weird if you think about it.
followed that data to a T, and you pass.
Because you seem to assume things that aren't even there, no matter what I say. I have integrity. Unlike some people. Matthew.
A lot of Matthew.
Patrick.
I
Alright,
refuse
it's Matthew.
to accept
Patrick.
that. To catch everyone up, after Markiplier released a video where he smashed or passed on every Pokemon in existence, I thought it'd be fun to crunch the numbers, see what trends emerged in the data, and from there design his perfect Pokemon. Yes, it is now a
Yes.
fact that I have data sheets, plural, as well as charts and graphs saved to my computer dedicated to what fictional creatures a fellow content creator finds smashable. I'm not weird, you're the weird one.
Come on, it was supposed to be the joke theory episode, and
He then took that data set and collaborated with an artist to capture everything that seemed to light a fire under his Flareon.
Well, thank you so much to the artist. Thank you.
Purple mammal with a generally rounded face, sultry eyes, long, strong, head-crushing legs, and a suggestion of psychic powers and femininity. And thanks to you all, it had a name too. After sifting through the comments, Twitter, and the Game Theorists subreddit, there was one name that I kept seeing time and time again, with a good number of upvotes to boot. And so our Pokemon will now and forever be known as Neferkitty.
Hi, Neferkitty.
Love it. Thank you to everyone for the suggestion. Anyway, Neferkitty literally ticked every box. And yet you, Mark, had the audacity to pass. And then literally 4 days later, your next video was you getting all hot and bothered over a giant Egyptian cat lady.
Oh, you big. Oh, you big lady.
Okay, that's weird.
Look at the two! The similarities are uncanny. But no, Auntie Nyan Nyan got the smash and we got passed. Well, I call foul. Or feline, I guess, since they're cats.
So yeah, technically it's not towards foul, it's more towards meow.
Seriously, Matt, thank you so much.
I'm
sorry I didn't smash
Oh, sure. Laugh it up atop your throne of lies. Because the joke's on you, Mark. I'm not done. If you think you can crush me with one word, think again. Have you seen how many times I've been wrong about FNAF? Your rejection just makes me more determined. So I did what any sane person would do. I went back to those same tables and spreadsheets, reanalyzed the data, and brought in an artist to have one more attempt to appease Mark's strange Pokemon desires. And
What the? That's not what sane people will do. People will just Sweet.
What do you do with your free time? Let's quickly reestablish all the traits that we saw in Markiplier's dataset. From a visual standpoint, he showed a preference for Pokemon that were either humanoid, mammal, bug, or bird. 15 out of the 73 that he chose to smash had purple as their primary color, with black and pink tied for a close second. This also aligns with a strong typing preference for psychics. Shape-wise, he liked rounded head shapes coupled with pointy features like beaks, claws, talons, or spikes, cause he's definitely not a masochist. Markiplier also gave big reactions to Pokemon that had traditionally feminine features, and he specifically called out their big, strong legs.
How many times have I said, I want a woman that could crush my head in between her thighs?
Finally,
Why?
he skewed towards Pokemon that were in the final step of their multi-part evolutionary line, with height landing somewhere between 4 foot 5 inches tall and 5 foot, so 1.35 to 1.53 meters. There were
Case in point, I'm just grateful that MatPat included both cm and feet. Thank you so much. Oh, meters, yeah. You get the point.
a few other things mixed in there too, but they don't really play a huge part in the overall physical design. Last time we decided to go with a mammal for our base design, as we felt like that gave us the most flexibility to work with, but that may very well have been part of the problem. There are many mammals out there in the world, all of which look very different from each other. A cat is nothing like an elephant, and an elephant is nothing like a whale. The point is, the category was just too broad. So this time, I wanted to go with one of his other preference categories. Looking at the data, in addition to mammals, Mark also smashed a high number of humanoids, bugs, and birds. We decided to take humanoids off the table because we didn't really want to pay someone to draw sexy, almost humans. Bugs.
Yep, this is definitely not SMUT.
This could have been fun, but looking at his bug choices, they seemed very meme-ish. I think he was choosing a lot of those for the lols, which left us making a bird Pokemon. Now, there is a huge variety within bird-type Pokemon. After all, I'm not entirely sure what this thing is really supposed to be, but on the whole, birds in the Pokemon world do remain relatively similar, sharing key features like beaks and talons. Features which we know appeal to Mark's masochistic side. So, with that as our base, I felt pretty darn confident that this time we'd be able to hit a home run. From there, I also wanted to draw some inspiration from a data point that didn't really make it into our final design last time. During that video, I briefly mentioned that Mark had a thing for Generation 7 Pokemon, considering that this was where most of his smashes came from, 16 in total. As a reminder, Gen 7 was the era of Sun and Moon, games that took place in the Alola region, Pokemon's version of Hawaii. He even specifically smashed 2 bird Pokemon from that region, Oricorio and Decidueye. Considering that Mark is originally from Hawaii, maybe these Pokemon were tapping into some subconscious desire related to the place of his birth. So
Maybe like there's cognitive dissonance about it. Maybe.
This time around, I wanted to find a way to include some more Hawaiian elements into the overall design, starting with what bird to base it on. Hawaii has its fair share of native bird species, but during our process, we all fell in love with the honey creeper, a species that comes in a variety of colors and beak shapes. Now, I just mentioned that Mark smashed Oricorio, which, what you know, is also based on the honey creeper and comes in 4 varieties. So
yeah, coincidence.
Using that as a base felt like it would be putting us in a strong position. I mean, if he liked the original design, which doesn't even hit on all the data points that we covered in our first video, then surely by adding to it, we could create something that was truly irresistible. But I didn't just want to leave the Hawaii theme there. As much as I love Mark, I'm not convinced that he's read up on his Hawaiian fauna, so I needed to do more if I wanted to truly sell it. And then it hit me. When you think of Hawaii, what are some of the first things that come to your mind? For me,
I'm thinking of vacation, I'm thinking of the beaches, I'm thinking of the flowers that for visitors, for the tourists.
It's flowers, specifically the hibiscus flower. If you've ever been to Hawaii, you'll know that one of the biggest traditions is to offer guests a lei made of flowers, often hibiscus when they arrive. This is because the hibiscus is a symbol of friendship and hospitality. So,
thank you so much. It's very nice to have such positive and friendly friendship and hospitality, so thank you.
by giving our bird Pokemon plumage in the style of a lei, I was hoping to tap into Mark's subconscious. This Pokemon not only representing his birthplace, but also welcoming him back home, giving him a sense of comfort and belonging. Even from a non-subconscious perspective, Mark did smash a number of Pokemon that visually used plants or flowers. The obvious one being Florges. He did have quite the reaction to it after all.
Okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's stop.
So,
Stop. Yep, that is just weird. Sorry.
Flowers in the design will hopefully yield similar results. But it doesn't even stop there. The hibiscus flower also has another meaning, that of divine femininity. One of the major data points that we discovered during our initial video was that Mark was drawn to Pokemon with more traditionally feminine qualities, so it only made sense to include a hibiscus to once again act on Mark's subconscious, adding to the obvious feminine features that we'd want to give it. Specifically, we put the flower on the left-hand side of its face, which according to Hawaiian tradition is a sign that the individual's ready to take a lover. So there's your invitation, Mark. It is ready for you to come in and sweep it off its feet. From there, we're leaning a lot into the other elements that we felt confident about last time. We've kept it psychic typing, so an overall intelligent look was a must. We, of course, had to give this thing some strong head-crushing legs. Nefertiti had strong legs, but as Mark passed on that one, I wanted to go bigger, I wanted to go stronger, I wanted to go pointier. So there was no question what this thing was going to be capable of. Bulging leg muscles, talons that could really hurt once they dug in, and some knee-high boot-styled feathers for the perfect step-on-me vibes like we saw from Mark's original top 3 picks.
Alright, just stop for one verse. That is very weird. Very, very weird. I'm sorry.
Color, we once again wanted purple to be the primary, because that was obviously Mark's favorite based on the data. But with our new Honey Creeper inspiration, we wanted to do something that leaned more on the lighter side. Last time we stuck with darker, more dusty purple tones, but Honey Creepers are brightly colored with strong black accents around the eyes and wings, and considering Mark's second favorite color was black, that was gonna work well for us. Speaking of eyes, we also wanted to add an air of confident mystery to this design, something that said strong and seductive, but also unobtainable. So we had our Pokemon front-facing, but we specifically kept one eye covered, giving it that strong seductress look, but also making you curious as to what it could be hiding. And
what is her secret?
Of course, I've already mentioned the flowers, but those also needed to be bright and colorful to match the Hawaiian feel that we were going with. Something that would contrast with the purple nicely, but also feel natural for a honey creeper. So, you got all that? You have an understanding visually of what this thing is gonna look like? Well, with all those pieces in place, I present to you Markiplier's new perfect Pokemon. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Mark, if you are not into this one, then I know you must be trolling me at this point. Look at it! The power, the mystique. Why is it hiding its eye behind those beautiful feathers? What psychic power does this thing truly hold? Joking aside, I think more than anything this taught me, and hopefully taught you too, how many small details go into a design like this. Everything from the animal inspiration, the overall shape, color, length of features, expression, shading, all of it trying to tell a complete story of who this creature is in one still picture. And now,
to be honest, after being a content creator, I recognize that what MadPat says is very important. These sort of small details can really add up over time. So thank you to MadPat for like this video have been like a good design tutorial for small content creator like me. Thank you so much, MadPat, and the team behind this video. Thank you.
Now, go and repeat this 150 more times and you've got yourself a generation of Pokemon. It's no wonder they make some of these things vanilla ice cream cones. They are just exhausted by this process. This took us a couple weeks of back and forth with our artist. Just to give you an idea, here's a few of the dozens of samples and iterations that we tried before settling on this one. Look at how the small changes in posture and shape make such a big difference in the look and feel of the Pokemon. And
true, the eyes, one eyes, two eyes.
I think that there's still more we could have done. That's just the trick of creative stuff like this. It can cycle in on itself, constantly being refined and perfected, but I think for our overall mission, it feels based on the data like we ticked every single box. This is truly everything that Markiplier could have possibly wanted. Well, almost everything. You see, this whole time we've been relying on the data, but maybe that's the real problem here. Maybe the moral of the story is that data can't always solve everything. That some things just can't be quantified. That sometimes you need a bit of the human touch. It's
human touch.
actually something that I talked about over on Film Theory in our episode trying to save Netflix. Just like algorithms can't form the perfect show, so too can algorithms not design the most smashable Pokemon. So, you know what? I went in and threw away my checklist, I scrapped the numbers, and I trusted my gut. Knowing everything that I know about Mark, I made what I guarantee to be his perfect, irresistible Pokemon.
You must recognize that MadPat sometimes recognize that his research is wrong or maybe inaccurate, maybe leading him towards a different path. And like, you know what, just stop for a moment. MadPat is Markiplier's friend, and recognize that, you know what, let's have a human touch to it. Thank you, MadPat.
Just try to pass on this one. I mean, He is a self-proclaimed raging narcissist after all.
I was so wrapped up in my own self-image, my narcissism oozing out of every pore of my body.
So what could possibly be a better fit? So there you have it, my second and third attempts to crack the code. Once again, I'm looking to your suggestions for names. One for this bird and another for this unholy creation. So give your suggestions down in the comments below. And don't worry, this is going to be my final attempt. At the end of the day, I'm just a boy standing in front of another boy asking him to smash my Pokemon. But you know what? If it doesn't work out this time, I guess there are always other Magikarp in the sea. But hey, before you go, I wanted to ask you another.
I just love it that map included that there are other fishes in the sea. No, there are other Magikarps in the sea.
Quick question. What do our two new Pokemon have in common besides being smashable? They both sport beautiful, flowing heads of hair. I mean, just look at those gorgeous locks on our bird. And Mark, well, he's been sporting those luscious locks for years now. It would be a shame if either of them were to lose it one day. Fortunately, thanks to today's sponsor, Keeps, they don't have to worry. Let's be honest, losing your hair is no joke. In fact, 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. And while some people look great with a bald head, others, myself included, are probably better left unshorn. That's why Keeps is great, because just like we did our research into Mark's Pokemon preferences, they've done their research to create a product that's clinically proven and approved by doctors to help you keep your hair. I think we all know whose research was more worthwhile. And while you might not be sure what treatment's right for you, Keeps once again has you covered with their 24/7 network of medical advisors to ensure that the products you're getting are right for your specific needs. Best of all, you don't even have to make the awkward trip to the pharmacy to ask about it. I mean, talking to people is already the worst, right? But talking to people about something sensitive like hair loss, that's even worser than the worst. But with Keeps, you can do it all online from the comfort of your own home and get the treatment shipped straight to your front door. So if you're looking to fight male pattern baldness or prevent it from being a problem in the future, head on over to keeps.com/gametheorists. That's KEEPS.com/GAMETHEORISTS. That is way too long for you to type out, but you know the drill. You can just go down to the top line of the description below. If you sign up using our link, you'll get 50% off your first order. Considering that Keeps is already half the cost of the usual pharmacy treatments, this is a bargain that you cannot pass up. Again, head on down to the description below to start your journey to having that Markiplier hair today. And as always, remember, it's all just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Well, oh, thank you so much to the artists. You guys did a wonderful job. Thank you. There are more artists? Wow, there's a lot more artists. You guys are incredible. Okay, that's incredible. Wow. That's a lot. Wow, oh, you guys are just incredible. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you find this video very intriguing and just the thought process into trying to create a new design for like your art as a content creator. So yeah, I hope that this video has been beneficial for you. And for Markiplier, what is your guess? Pass? Smash? I don't know. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you do like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have any extra advice down below. Don't forget to follow my channel and hope to see you all in my next video. But hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Subscribe. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Subscribe.